Hello and welcome to Flory Models Friday Roundup. Here we are on June the 28th, 2019. Basically another month gone, well into the heat. If you're on the continent, yeah, thoughts with you. Yeah, it's cooking over there. It's bad enough here and it's only like 28-ish out there at the moment. But luckily for us, a really nice strong wind has just got up and it's blowing it and it's nice and cool. But if you are in the heat, be careful, drink plenty. One thing that obviously does affect, like here, to be honest, I am sweating and literally I've only been in here half an hour, is when you're trying to airbrush. The heat, especially when you're dealing with lacquers, can be a little bit of a problem. Things can dry too quick. You can get trouble with like blockage on your needles and spitting and stopping and starting. And a lot of that is just you get to that upper limit of what is, acceptable for airbrushing and things like that. And if it gets too hot, especially if you're in a respirator as well, it's not comfortable to do it. So from my point of view, I was planning on actually getting this all primed up today. But I've elected to probably wait till next week when it cools down a little bit, purely because you're going to end up with a texture. That's what I always find. If it's too hot, then obviously everything dries too quick. It hasn't got time to level out. Normally, if my chosen primer, as you know, is the AK microfiller primer. It's normally a very nice smooth finish to it. But, unfortunately, if you have got the temperature right up, it dries a little bit quicker. Before you know it, you've got really rough textures, especially in joints and stuff like that. So I'm not going to rush it. We're nicely ahead on this one anyway. So what I'm going to do is literally wait till Monday, and then I'll actually get a coat of primer onto this one, and then we can actually push on with it a little bit next week. But we are going to be starting on the truck next week as well. So this one will slow down just a little. So anyway, the next part of that is up with you now. So that's part two. Doesn't quite get you to this stage. I thought it would, but there's quite a lot I was showing you about detail painting of the cockpit and going through the motions on that one. But as I said, the next part, which will be up with you on Monday, talks about really getting you to here, and obviously I'll get the primer coat on for that one as well. Talks about obviously closing up the gear doors. They're not straightforward because there isn't an option for gears up, and just generally the last minute fit issues we might have had and little bits we've played with. It turns out that this particular kit has been retooled or upgraded slightly. So what's happened is apparently it's now got different tail fins on the back from the original one, and they think they might have done some work because everyone was telling me about how it's got problems fitting here, there and everywhere, and to be honest with you, I haven't really come across them, or nothing that I would really call a problem. They were just needing little tweaks just to get them in, but that's no different from most kits out there. So definitely I wouldn't say it's a worry. A couple of people asked me on last night's live show as well, is this now the sort of definitive F18? If you were going to do one, is this where you're going to go? For the Legacy Hornets, absolutely, yeah. It's just like I said before, the nice thing about this one is it's obviously not a copy, but a sort of clone-ish, shall we say, of the Hasegawa kit, because the layout and how it is very reminiscent of that kit right the way through. But what they've done is that they've taken all the little problem areas and addressed them. So the nose fit was always a problem on them. Those have been taking care of it. The back end of it, as far as I'm concerned, that's taken care of it. The intakes as well. I've shown a little trick about putting those in afterwards and things like that. Yeah, I have got no problems. And those were really the three issues, if you like, I had with the actual kit. The rest of it all went together, no problem at all. Really haven't ever had a problem with it. But I have to say, it is a beautiful kit. It's been a lot of fun to work on, and as like we spoke about beginning of the week, having done hundreds of the things, literally almost 300 of them, it's nice to come back to it. I feel quite refreshed, but I'm bringing with me all the stuff I did with all those other Hornets into this kit as well. But yeah, it's nice to see how things have moved on. Having had a break now for almost 10 years since I've done one, it's quite nice to sort of, you come in, you look at it, you're thinking, do you know what, yeah, very happy with that. It's going to be nice. And obviously, because we're doing it in ambush markings, we're going to be masking, lots and lots of masking, but we've got a mask set, so we're going to cheat. But it should look really, really nice. I am going to do something a little bit special with the weathering. It is going to be in flight, so we're going to try and do something a little bit nice with this one. Hence, whilst I've done it all literally flaps and slats up and everything, but usually I like to do them down, gives them the Hornet a nice sort of weighted look when it's on the ground. But generally I thought, well, we're going to go in flight, so we're going to do it all in. So that way we can show off this gorgeous sort of dazzle camo that it actually has on this one. But it has been a lot of fun. But anyway, parts 1 and 2 are up on the site right now. We'll see those in a moment. Big thank you to everybody who joined us last night for the live show. A lot of fun. We were going to talk about mojos and losing your mojo and how you keep going and stuff like that. But we got sidetracked talking. which is really what happens, because when you lose your mojo, you tend to end up watching YouTube or me or somebody else online, or listening to music, someone else like that, and you don't get your work done. So that's actually, we just proved ourselves correct on that one. But it was great because we had all the guys who were in there. We was talking to Steve, obviously, and he's starting on the actual Hellcat. Again, see that in a minute, and stuff. And with the other bits and your great feedback and questions into it, it makes the time fly. And it literally does. It's like, now I'm thinking we need a longer show because it just seems to go so quickly. But anyway, if you want to catch up with that, you can see that one. That one is on the main site. If you just go up here to the vlog area, second one in for the live show, you will come into here. So there's Matt grinning like a Cheshire cat. You can see that one. Just go to the vlog section down in there, click on yesterday's live show, just down in here, and there he is. You can play that one. There he is with his little man playing the banjo and his hand doing something else. But there you go. So if you want to catch up with the live show from yesterday, you can catch it just in there, just like that. At the same time, obviously, part 2, as saying before, that is up onto the forum and on the main site right now. So if you want to catch up with that build, that is starting here. Obviously, it's the Kinetic 148 Hornet we're working on. Beautiful stuff. Started this one on Monday and working our way through on it, and so we've got it built already. And I haven't even really touched it today because it's just been too hot and I've been doing other things. But there we go, that's the cockpit area and the detail painting down all in there. You can see that cockpit all coming to life, and that's me using that sort of dark iron buffable technique to make metals. It's not a metal effect, it's a shine effect. It's a good way of getting reflections and different shadows in paintwork and stuff like that. So I tend to give everything a little bit of a rub with a little bit of the buffables, just to give a little bit of shine. It's already had some oil paint greys on that one to do a lot of the work, but just to give it a rub round, you can see it works quite well. It's one of those that's very difficult to show on camera. Intakes, said about it before, and the Hornet actually fit beautifully on this one, unlike the Hasegawa one where they can be a bit sort of gnarly to get in. Did it the same way, put those in, get them in, then we put the actual trunking or the air ducting system in afterwards, so we got a good fit, and then obviously the doors went in afterwards, as you can see, and then we ended up with something down in there just like that. Steve's been really busy this week. He has been working on the actual Airfix 1/24 scale Hellcat. You might have seen the video that I put up with him on Wednesday, and he was talking about, obviously he was going to make his way through, put up parts as and when he can, almost every day, things like that. So without fail, he popped one up today, and we've actually got the cockpit section he's working on there on that one, going right the way through it. So if you want to catch up with the video build for that one, it's in the Steve's area on the forum as well. So that should be a fantastic build. Basically, he's doing it in real time as well. So there's no sort of editing or anything else like that. He's going to be putting it together as he goes on that particular build. So again, lots of fun on that one. Plenty going in the actual forum at the moment. The biggest news, of course, is that the group build is coming to an end. This is our first group build of the year, which is on your marks. Now, you might remember this one was very slow to get going. I sort of had high hopes to get away from the grey. We had a pretty nasty sort of winter, and I thought a way of sort of making things a little bit more colourful was to get in there and do more sort of, you know, sort of Formula 1 cars and rally cars and all these different ones having great colourful things. And you guys actually jumped on with it after a slow start, as we say. But there's 101 going on the go at that one. We've got 51 completed as we stay here at the moment. You've got till Monday. I will close it down on Monday on this one, actually on the 1st of July. So try and get them in for that one. So if we just have a look to see how we're getting on, if we click up here on the new ones down in here. So first up, we've got Peter. Again, this is what I love about this one. So this is, so let's just make sure it is the Ford Escort Cosworth, RS Cosworth. Very nice. Nice little bit of weathering on that one, as you can see. Very nice. Again, it's not a straightforward group build because, as we've all now found out, doing the decals is somewhat of a nightmare. It is very much trying to get all those down and look right. So done a very nice job on that one. So congratulations to you, Pete. That looks absolutely fantastic. Then we got a Ferrari. Can't go wrong. Bit of a classic Ferrari there. So there we go, almost 20 years old when you look at it like that. It's like, poof, 18 years old now. So there we go. We've got Mark's done the 2001 Ferrari. Very nice again. It just shows how they've changed. You think they don't really change, but oh yeah, it's very square and angular. Now they're a lot more thinned out. And obviously groove tyres back in those days as well. Very, very nice indeed. Not any real aerodynamics on them. Okay, so nice job on that one. We've got a Honda RA272, and I love these kits. These are really, really nice. Is it the one? This is the Tamiya one, actually. I thought it was the Ebro. So this is the Honda. Very, very nice indeed. Very cool. I love them with the open engine on the back. I think it's a very, very cool layout. Beautifully done, very nice. The golden age of motor racing, or we just call it lethal. So yes, very, very nice indeed. Engine on that going across as well, it's not sort of inline. Beautiful work, very, very cool, very, very nice indeed. Great job on that one, David, beautiful work. And we've got the Hurricane. I think we might have seen this one before, but it's nice up on here as well. For the actual civilian after the war, obviously putting them into the racing ones. So Simon's done this one. This is the Mark IIc King's Cup Air Race. Very nice. Just getting in flight there. Very, very nice indeed. And again, it's nice to see warbirds not in camo, if that makes sense. Number 41. Very, very nice job indeed. Beautiful work. Nice modulation on the blue as well, just to break it up a little bit, stop it looking like a brick. Not easy to work on. Very, very nicely done. So congratulations on that one. Then we've got, and we've got here, Darcy. That's nice. So what we've got down here is the Polar Lights 1/25th scale. Richard Petty, 1969. Very, very nice. Very cool. Nice job on all of that. Nice with the actual engine detail as well. Very good build. Okay, so lovely work there. And we just pick out a few more today. So what do we got here? Oh, look, the Tyrrell. There we go. Who can forget the Tyrrell? Was it only in one season, wasn't it? And then they sort of banned it, I think, even though they proved it wasn't any more grip or anything else. But anyway, Peter's done a great job on this one. So this is the 1/20th scale P34 six-wheeler from the Japanese Grand Prix. You can understand the theory to it, and then you think about it a bit more and think, really? How was that ever gonna... Yeah. Anyway, very nice job indeed. Again, the golden era of motorsport, and obviously being brought alive totally by this type of group build. Okay, so we've already got 1/12 scale, big stuff. So this is Simon. He's done the Ford GT40 Mark II. Very cool car. Very, very nice indeed. It's got a flux capacitor in there. Sorry, flux capacitor, that's the one. Very nice. Very, very cool job on that one. Good paint job on that as well. Very, very nice. Beautiful work. Right, okay, one more. Just for the minute. Don't forget, we'll have the full thing all about this one. You never like to do this because obviously somebody's just done one. We've already done that one. Luckily, we're okay. We're up to date with where we've seen them too. Don't forget, I'll be actually doing a full reveal video of everything like this. It'll be on next Friday's show. So if you want to see everybody's great build that's taken part along with who did it and all the bits and pieces, don't forget to join us next Friday and we'll show you all about that one. Right, one of the big things we've been talking about this week is one of these. Been talking about it all week long. This is for the Tall Caddy, the £30. They are available off the site right now. And we've said we're going to be giving away 3. So you might remember last Tuesday we said just like, subscribe and share. I don't even know what I'm saying. I have no idea. I don't do this social media thing. I know it sounds like I do doing this, but trust me, it's about as close to social media as I get. But anyway, so we've got 3 to give away. So I've done it already because of obviously, you know, we don't want to do it live on air. I'll be fiddling around for ages. So anyway, the first one, drum roll please, is going to go to Neil Dean. And he's from, is it Marietta, Georgia, USA. So I will get hold of you via the forum because you're a forum member who's won that one, and I'll get your details and I'll get that into the post to you on Monday, okay? And it'll go out to you airmail on Monday. But congratulations to you, you've just won one. Next up, this one was off of the actual Facebook page, so you would have liked, mentioned or shared it or whatever. That's the thing I can't understand, it's probably because I don't do Facebooky things, is that I've got like a load of you shared it, but I can only see like 9 of you to be able to tell you, you know, to enter you in, because obviously you've got your pages locked away or something, and I'm not privy to it. So anyway, somebody who was though was Robin, is it Maidment? congratulations, Robin. You're from Nottingham in the UK, so I will get hold of you. I'm not sure if you're a member on here, because I must admit I should have checked. But if you're a member on here, I'll get your details off of here. If not, I'll get hold of you via the Facebook page, and we'll get this one off to you on Monday as well. So congratulations to you two. That's absolutely amazing. Now, to be honest, Matt's going to give away another one, and I'll put up full details of that when I speak to him tomorrow, because he's got to choose someone or pick somebody at random from the actual PM page. I don't sort of run that one. Matt does that one, so I need to get hold of him. But congratulations to you two. You've got those right now. They're winging your way to you. One thing just to mention, and I'll just bring it up here because the actual stands and that are now here in the work racks page area and all the rest of it. Now they're here. Now some of you have mentioned to me about the postage is quite high. Don't forget, these things weigh a kilo. If you got to imagine, this is it here. It's a box this big, plus some, because there's obviously packaging. It's big, it's very heavy. But what I'll do is, if you want to contact me beforehand and say, give me your address, I can then put it into the system and find out the cheapest postage method to get it to you, okay? So it will obviously have to come fully insured and tracked and all the rest of it, because we don't want to get them lost or broken. But it gives you a few different options, so I can go through different couriers to find out which one is the best option. Obviously, if in the UK, it doesn't make any difference, but if you are in Europe or the rest of the world, shoot me a thing, so give me your address and where you are, and I can quote you properly on the shipping for the actual paint racks and the actual workstations. All right, caddies, they don't make any difference. It's no different from a pack of washes going out. They're the same weight, but just generally from an overall, it's one of those things. If you let me know, and then I can get you the most accurate price for you on those. But they are now exclusively available for now on the Flory Models site, so you can just get them in there and grab them. What I'm trying to do, guys, is sort out a little bit of a deal for you, so members can get a discount. It's not going to be 15%, but we might be able to do something a little bit extra for you on that one anyway. So if you want them, they are there right now. Don't forget, they're all available in black or white colours right the way through. And there you go, that's about it. As I say, it's now getting really windy out there, it's blowing a gale. So tomorrow morning I am up nice bright and early at 4 o'clock and on the road, and I'll be driving up to Doncaster and get up there hopefully just before 9 o'clock. So I'm going to be doing 2 airbrushing seminar type things, if you like. I'm going to take up all my airbrushes, all my bits and pieces. Buster's even going to come up with me as well. We're going to grab some paint. If you want to come and join us, please come along. Going to do the first one at about 11 o'clock and I'll do the other one about 2 in the afternoon, and we can just talk all things airbrushing. So if you want to go and have a go with any of my airbrushes, feel free. If you want to talk about any of your problems, if you've got problems with your airbrushes not working properly, bring them along and I'll have a look. It's free to attend, and hopefully you'll pick up some tips and tricks about airbrushing and things like that, and we'd love to have you there. Usual thing, the guys are all going to be there as well, so if you want to come along, have a coffee, have a chat, and a chin wag and a giggle and everything else, then please come and join us up at the store there. I'm also be taking up the Wessex to put on display, and obviously the B52 is coming up with me as well, so lots of stuff going up there to display. So if you want to see those for a few weeks, they will be up there. And then I must admit, I am bringing the bear and the B52 back because they're my wall art. They're going to be going up here, and I'll show you all about that when they go up there for being wall hangers for me. All right, but it'd be great to see you there. So don't forget, if you're anywhere near Doncaster tomorrow, from 10 in the morning till 5 at night, we're going to have the open house. So yeah, all your kits, your paints, sanders, washes, you name it, will all be on sale up there as well. So it'd be great for you to come along and see us. Anyway, being Friday, it's gallery time. I'm going to leave you with all your great work. So I'll either see you tomorrow at the actual P&M store, or I'll catch you on Monday. So happy modelling. Take care.
I was not ready to falling like I'm wasted.